Dear friends, our precious supporters from Great Britain and everyone who is helping us here in Ukraine. First of all, please let me thank you for your generous and sacrificial efforts to help Ukraine during these critical times. Our common service, our work together, it makes a very significant difference. We can help people, we distribute Bibles and food packages, so we provide both spiritual and practical aid to people who are in the most critical crisis in their lives. We also are able to provide accommodation and shelter to those who need to be evacuated urgently from temporary occupied territories and the territories where severe fights are taking place right now. So together we can do more. Together we help internally displaced people, we help refugees, orphans, elderly people, and of course militaries, our defenders of God-given land. So it's 1 month and 5 days when we experienced what means so-called Russian peace, because Putin said he would bring Russian peace in Ukraine. But what it means in practice, we already know. We experienced this all during this 1 month. It means terrorism, destructions of schools, hospitals, residential buildings and theaters. They didn't create any better idea than to destroy the whole city of Mariupol and Kharkiv right now. So we don't need this Russian peace. We need real peace we had before February 24th, before Russia invaded our territory. But how is it possible that during this 1 month and 5 days we successfully resist to so-called second strongest army of the world? Because our defenders demonstrate enormous fortitude, they fight with immense bravery, and the nation is united around idea of victory more than ever in history of our country. That's why we have no doubts, we are confident that victory will be achieved very soon, not only by the militaries but by the whole united Ukraine, which is a believing country, and we know that God will answer and the victory will come much sooner than the enemy expects. But we have the urgent prayer call to you. Please pray for our pastors and bishops because we have now information from very trusted official sources that Russia has a special list of pastors and bishops who need to be detained and perhaps, we don't know, tortured and maybe even killed, because churches here are praying for peace, and Russia thinks that prayers for peace are prayers against Russia. It's unbelievable that all this is happening in the center of Europe today, right now. But it's the reality we are experiencing here when Russia is trying to bring so-called Russian peace on our territory. But our hearts are still full of bravery. We continue our service. We know that already 8 pastors on the east of Ukraine, where Russia established their temporary control on some minor territories, 8 pastors were already kidnapped, and we don't know about their conditions right now. We pray they will be released and they will be healthy and alive, of course. So please pray for all the ministers who didn't leave Ukraine, who left here on their positions, God's given positions, and keep their service to the nation of Ukraine and to God. We cannot allow Russia to persecute pastors and bishops right now, and never, of course, and in any territory. But what they're doing is in Ukraine it is persecutions of Christians, of leaders of religious organizations. They have this list, and we must not allow them to do what they plan. Please pray for pastors and bishops, and we know that God will answer, as it is said in Chronicles 7:14. God will answer to those who pray and will heal our land. God will heal and protect our land. Thank you for your support. We will continue sending our updates, and please continue standing with Ukraine. Together we will achieve the victory. Thank you for your support.